duties, including dropping paratroopers and supplies, as well as evacuating the wounded, troop transportation, and glider towing. Eventually, about 10,000 C-47s were built for the United States military. And here is an example of the C-47 coming in from our right. During World War II, the Royal Air Force received about 1,900 Dakotas, and they became the RAF's main wartime transport aircraft. The Royal Canadian Air Force took delivery of its first Dakota in March of 1943, and at its peak had 169 on strength. Within Canada, they were operated by 4 transport squadrons and several ferry squadrons. Overseas, Dakotas equipped RCAF number 437 Squadron in Europe, as well as RCAF number 435 and 436 squadrons in Southeast Asia. Number 437 Squadron was formed in England in September 1944. Here's another beautiful bottom-side pass from our C-47 Dakota. Mentioning those squadrons, at the end of World War II, all 3 squadrons were transferred back to England to provide air transport for the Canadian occupation forces in Germany. Dakotas continued in service with the Canadian Armed Forces until 1989, when number 402 Squadron, based in Winnipeg, retired the last of them. Of the nearly 13,000 DC-3s built, many are still in service today, with over 75 years after the aircraft's first flight. This particular Dakota was built for the United States Army Air Force and was delivered to the Royal Air Force in February 1944. It went to the Royal Canadian Air Force 437 Squadron in September of 1944. It's being restored to the paint scheme it would have worn at the end of World War II with 437 Squadron, Royal Canadian Air Force. It carried 298 casualties to medical aid, repatriated 456 prisoners of war. It also carried over 5,100 passengers to destinations around Europe and carried over 200 tons of freight.